Hello everyone, welcome to the new session of Soil Types of India Part 1. So in this session we are going to study about different Indian soil, okay? The different Indian soil that are present in our country. In this session we are going to study about alluvial soil and red soil, okay? So Indian soil. Soil is the mixture of rock debris and organic materials which develop on the earth's surface. So what is soil? Soil is actually they are made from the rock debris, or they started from rock. Then they form small pieces of rock. Then comes the rock debris, right? And ultimately changes to the soil. So this is called weathering of rock. This is called weathering of rock, right? Weathering of rock. And this gives you the soil that reaches to the formation of soil, right? But not only this, organic materials which develop the earth's surface, some of the organic material are also added to this rock debris and ultimately they form soil. The major factors affecting the formation of soil are parent material. So the factors that affect the formation of soil that are parent material. Parent material means the rock from which the soil is formed. Climate, heat, temperature, okay? And also the temperature means higher temperature and lower temperature, time. Biodiversity including human activities. So there are many human activities that affect the formation of soil. There are many biodiversities, means there are many lichens that helps in formation of soil. India is a diverse country with variety of relief features, that is having landforms, climatic realms and vegetation type, right? We are having different relief features and landforms, we all know. We are also having the different climatic realms and different types of vegetation found in India. So vegetation different we found in India, and why? Because there are different types of soil. These have contributed in the development of various types of soil in India. So we are having different types of soil in India. India is a predominantly an agricultural country. So we are basically agriculture based country. Our main occupation today also is the agriculture. Much of the Indian agriculture depend upon the extent and the qualities of the soil. So we are having so extended type of agriculture because we are having very good quality of soil and we are having different types of soil so that we can grow different types of crops. We are having so many varieties of crop in our country because the type of soil, because of the type of soil and also good quality of soil, good quality of soil, right? India is a large country and witnessed diverse range of climate and other natural conditions. So we are having different in topography. We are having mountains, we are having hills, we are having plains, plateaus, right? So different landform means different types of soil. We are having different climate that affect the soil and change its structure, and also the natural conditions. The nature of the soil in a place is largely influenced by such factors as climate, natural vegetation and rocks. So the parent material, that is rocks from which the soil can be formed, natural vegetation and climate. So these are the factors that influence the formation of soil and in fact the nature of soil. The various types of soil found in India include alluvial soil, laterite soil, red soil, black soil, desert soil and mountain soil. A close look at soil will clearly indicate that the makeup of the mineral proportion is quite variable. So if we look at the soil closely, then we can see that the mineral proportion of the soil is not same in all the type. They are variable, and the soil is composed of small particles, right? Soil is basically composed of small particles. These small particles are the result of massive rocks of the different mineralogy that have weathered to produce smaller rock fragments, and finally soil particles. So that we have already discussed that this is the weathering of the rock. Actually, this is the weathering of rock, that when the big rocks are weathered or broken down into the smaller fragments, then ultimately that changes to the soil particles. But this is not in a very it takes in a very small duration of time. It takes a longer period of time. Soil particles vary in size, shape, and chemical composition. So there are different types of soil, means their size are different, their shapes are different, their chemical composition are different, because they are from the rock. And all rocks are not same. Rocks are having different, as they are having different chemical composition. So as the soil are also that are formed from the rock. Some are so small that they can be seen only with the microscope. The soil particles are so small that you cannot see with your naked eye. You need an aid, that is microscope, to see the soil particle. 3 categories of the soil particles have been established, that are sand, silt, and clay. So we have already discussed that we are having 3 different categories of the soil particles. These 3 groups are called as soil separates. Very important. Soil separate means 3 different categories of the soil particles. The 3 groups are divided into their particle sizes. Clay particle are the smallest, while the sand particle are the largest. So the sand particle, the clay is the small, and silt is in between the sand and clay. The Indian Council of Agriculture Research, that is in ICAR, divided the Indian soil into 8 major groups. So we are having 8 types of soil in India. The first one is alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, and laterite soil. So we are having these 4, and another 4 are forest and mountain type of soil, arid and desert type of soil, saline and alkaline soil, and peat and marshy type of soil. So we are having 8 different types of soil. So let us discuss one by one these 8 type of soil. First one is alluvial soil. They are formed by the deposition of sediments by the river. Means the river is flowing, right? And they bring lot of silt with water, right? They are coming from the top to the mountain sometimes, and they bring lot of soil particles. So these soil particles get deposited at the bank of the river. The sediment that are brought by the river, they get deposited at the bank of the river. Okay, so they are rich in humus and they are very, very fertile. This particular land, that is why always the bank of the river are used for cultivation purpose, cultivation of the crop. They are found in the Great Northern Plain, the northern part of the India, that is also called as the Great Northern Plain, lower valley of the Narmada and Tapti and northern Gujarat region, that are having lots of alluvial soil, These soil are renewed every year. So every year means water is flowing every year, right? And it is bringing lot of soil particles with it, and they get deposited everywhere. So this soil get renewed every year as the water is bringing lot of silt with it. Alluvial soil are by far the largest and the most important soil group of India. So this is one of the very important soil type of India. It is covering about 15 lakh square kilometer or about 14.6% of the total land area of the country. So now you can see how much our land, our Indian land is covered with such type of soil, covering about 15 lakh square kilometer, or about, if we talk about in the percentage, then it exists as a 45.6% of the total land of area of the country. Okay, so these soil contribute the largest share of our agriculture wealth and support the bulk of Indian population. So now you can think why our country is so rich in agriculture wealth, because we are having very fertile type of soil that is called as alluvial soil. Material deposited by rivers, winds, glaciers and sea waves are called alluvium. So these are the material deposited by river, wind and glaciers and sea, that is called as alluvium, right? And the soil made up of alluvium are called alluvial soil. The old alluviums are clay and sticky. So the old alluvium, right, they are actually clay and sticky and have a darker in color, that contain nodules of lime concentrations and are found to lie on slightly elevated land. So they are basically present on quite elevated land, right, and they are having lime concentrations in it. So the old alluvium, they are quite darker in color. The new alluviums are lighter in color and occur in the deltas and the floodplain. So the new alluvium, now here there is a two types of alluvium, that is new and old. Now the new one where it is present, they are actually lighter in color. The old one, that is dark in color, and they occur in the deltas and the floodplains. The new alluvium, lighter in color and occur in the deltas and floodplains. The black soils are also called, now the second type of soil, that is called as black soil. The black soils are also called rigur, from the Telugu word reguda. If we talk about this Telugu word, right, rigur, that means black soil. And the black cotton soil become cotton is the most important crop grown in the soil. It is also called as black cotton soil because it is very, very important soil for the growth of the cotton. So important that that particular soil is called as black cotton soil. Black cotton soil. Several theories have been put forward regarding the origin of this group of soil, but most pedologists believe that these soils have been formed due to the solidification of lava spread over large areas during the volcanic activity in the Deccan Plateau and thousands of years ago. So how these black soils have been formed? There are several theories, right? And regarding the origin of this group of the soil, there is one theory from the pedologist, and they believe that this soil has been formed from the volcanic activity, right, in the Deccan Plateau when there were lots of volcano. So when the volcano eruption is there is a solidification of the lava that comes out from the volcano. They get solidified and later they only got changed into this black color soil, now which is called as black soil. So this is one of the belief from the pedologist. Pedologist means the one who study about soil, or the soil expert we can call. Geographically, the black soil are spread over 5.46 lakh square kilometer. That is around 16.6% of the total geographical area of the country. So if we compare it with the alluvium soil, it is less than that. It is around 16.6% of our total geographical land of our country that constitute the black soil. And if we talk about in area, then it is around 5.46 lakh square kilometer. Okay. The black color of these soil have been attributed by some scientists to the presence of small proportion of titaniferous magnetite or even to the iron and black constituent of the parent rock. So they are having a small proportion of titaniferous magnetite substance or even to the iron and black constituents of the parent rock. So they are found from the parent rock and their parent rock are black in color. They also constitute iron in that, right? Due to the presence of iron and black constituent of the parent rock, these soil are black colored, right? So these are the very, very important. That is the geographical area of this particular soil type, that is around 16.6%. Okay. And if we talk about its area, then it is around 5.46 square kilometer. So this is about the geographically how the black soil is present in our country. And they have been formed from the black constituent of the iron and the black constituent of the parent rock material. A typical black soil is highly argillaceous with the large clay factor, that is 62% or more. So they are having large amount of clay. This black soil is having large amount of clay with it, right? And it also contain 10% of alumina. 10% of alumina, very important. 9 to 10% of iron oxide. So this black soil also contains lots of iron. 6 to 8% of lime and magnesium carbonate. So they are having magnesium, they are having 6 to 8% of lime, right? 9 to 10% of iron oxide and 10% of alumina. So this is the composition of black soil. Potash is also available, that is the source of potassium. Phosphorus. Less. Potash is variable, that is they are present, shows the presence of phosphorus, that is less than 0.5%, and phosphates, nitrogen and humus are also low in content. So this is about the typical black soil composition. So again, if we talk about the soil composition, that they are black in soil because they are having large clay aggregates, that is around 62% of the soil is presence of clay. 10% of alumina is present, 9 to 10% of iron oxide is present, 6 to 8% of lime and magnesium carbonates are also present. So this is the types of nutrients that are present in the soil. They are having potash also, and that is variable, that is less than 0.5%, and also phosphates. Nitrogen and humus are quite low in this particular type of soil. Black soil or cotton soil is good in moisture. Very important. They are very good in holding the moisture and hence very suitable for growing cotton, because the cotton crop plants require lot of moisture. So this particular black soil is having lot of moisture, so it helps in growing this cotton plant. The other crop which can be grown in the black soil are sugarcane, wheat, jowar, rice, citrus fruits, sunflower and linseed, right? So these are about the description about the type of crop that are grown in black soil. So again, the cotton soil, it is called cotton soil because this soil is best for growing cotton. Why they are best? Because this particular soil is having lot of moisture in it, and this particular crop, that is cotton, required lot of moisture for its growth. So this soil is best for growing cotton. The other type of crop that can be grown in this particular soil, that is sugarcane, wheat, jowar, rice, citrus fruit, sunflower and linseed. Red soil. This comprehensive term designates the largest soil group of India, comprising several minor types. So this is the largest soil group of India. Most of the red soil have come into existence due to the weathering of ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock. So this gives you the description from where this red soil has been formed. So this red soil has been formed from the metamorphic rock and weathering of the ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock, right? The color of the soil is generally red and often grading its brown, chocolate, yellow, gray or even sometimes black. Okay, so basically they are red, but you can see some other shades like dark brown, chocolate, yellow, gray or even sometimes black. The red color is due to the more of the white diffusion rather than to high percentage of iron content. The red soil occupy a vast area of about 3.5 lakh square kilometers, so large area, and that is around 10.6% of the total geographical area of the country. So this is the description about how much the country of our country is occupied by this type of soil. So red soil that constitute around area that is 3.5 lakh square kilometer, and if we talk about the percentage, then it is 10.6% of the total geographical area. The red color is due to more to the wide diffusion rather than to high percentage of the iron content. In the north, the red soil area extend in the large parts of South Bihar, the Birbhum and Bankura district of West Bengal, Mirzapur, Jhansi, Banda, Hamirpur district of Uttar Pradesh, Aravallis and the eastern half of the Rajasthan, parts of Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Meghalaya. So the eastern states are basically, they are having lots of red soil. They are present in the Madhya Pradesh. They are also present in the Western Bengal, right? Bihar and some districts of the Uttar Pradesh also. The lowermost area of the red soil is dark in color and very fertile, while the upper layer is sandy and porous. Thus, the proper use of fertilizer and irrigation yield high production of wheat, rice, pulses, millets, tobacco, oilseed, potatoes and fruits. So this particular type of soil is very good for growing pulses basically. So they are also good for growing tobacco, oilseeds, potato and fruits along with wheat and rice. So this is all about this session. Okay, we will have one more session to cover up the soil types of India. Thank you very much.